friends, good morning. So it's Kelsey. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. This is Essentially Booked. I'm essentially booked on all platforms. Let me grab my coffee. And this vlog is all about the Laid Back Readathon. In the last week that I've had my really good friend Marty host Readathon, and she's been doing it for quite a few years on Instagram, and she asked me to be a co-host with her, and I figured I'd kind of bring it over to YouTube a little bit. This whole week I'm just going to be doing content for the Laid Back Readathon. But before we get started, okay, so today I want to thank the partner for this video. It's Javy Coffee, and when they reached out to me I got really excited because I love coffee. And in the summer in Iowa, it's 90 degrees out and it's humid and gross, and the last thing I want is steaming hot coffee. So when they reached out with iced coffee concentrate, I was very excited because I love iced coffee. I have bought various iced coffees from different stores, but I feel like a pitcher of it goes really fast. I've bought some concentrates and it just wasn't very good. And then of course I buy iced coffee all the time at my coffee shop, and that's $4 to $5 depending on the size that I get. So when they reached out, I was really intrigued and I said yes, because I do drink a lot of coffee, and if I'm gonna promote products on my channel or on my Instagram, I wanna make sure it's stuff that I actually use and like. And so I've had this coffee for about a week, and it comes in a teeny tiny bottle. I'm gonna be doing some B-roll over here that you'll see as I'm talking, making some coffee. The size of the bottle, it's glass, it's sustainable, it's pretty, and it is super easy to make. You fill up your glass with liquid, milk or water, whatever your choice is. I use water. And then it's a teaspoon of coffee concentrate and then whatever flavorings you want. Now I'm a basic B and I just pretty much drink coffee with cream. So I haven't done anything with flavorings, although they have a caramel flavor iced coffee and a French vanilla one that I'm very intrigued by and think I will be grabbing. Throw it all together. It's fantastic and it's super easy. It takes seconds to make, and it's just been really rocking this week. I've been super pleasantly surprised by it. It has a very deep bodied coffee taste. You can really, even if you dilute it, like I have put more water than the 8 ounces per teaspoon that's recommended, and I still think it has a really great coffee taste. And it doesn't get super watered down. So I'm just a big fan of it. Javy Coffee is really into convenience, sustainability, and regenerative farming practices. And if you've researched the coffee trade at all, it can be pretty harsh on the environment. Regenerative farming is essentially the practice of repairing lands to produce sustainability for a long period of time. Coffee has been highly susceptible to climate change. And so Javy's really been focused on regenerative farming practices and making sure that they're giving back to the environment what they take out. And I just think that's really cool. And I think that that's something that's very important when you buy products. I also want to talk about how, I spend $4 to $5 on iced coffee. And if you're doing that daily, that adds up. Your bottle of Javy concentrate is 30 servings and it comes out to about 66 cents per serving. So like I said, I make the basic B version, but I did make a protein iced coffee one day after I worked out in the morning. And basically I added protein powder to the concentrate and almond milk, and it was delicious. Highly recommend. Okay, so if you use my link that's listed below in the description, you get 20% off your order. And if you are lazy and don't want to click the link, you can also just use the code Essentially Booked and you will get 20% off your order. I am excited because they have 2 flavors that I want to buy, the French vanilla and the caramel, so I will be grabbing that here shortly. Thank you to Javy for this partnership. I'm super excited about really good iced coffee that's affordable and sustainable and great for me as a toddler mom. But now we'll get started with this video for the day. So like I said previously, this is the Laid Back Readathon vlog, and I am going to do a lot of B-roll, just kind of take you in a week of my life as I'm doing this readathon. My goal is to read 3 books this week, and that is The Heart's Invisible Furies and The House in the Cerulean Sea, and then also Empire of Wild, which I don't have within reaching distance. So those are the 3 books I want to read because I have another video coming up next week for the 5-star predictions on the 29th that I need to have up, and so I need to get those read if time permits. I'm also going to be working through The Trade-Off by, I think it's Sandy Jones. I'll put the image right here. That's just a thriller. It's a NetGalley arc. I'm trying to read a lot of arcs because I have a lot of arcs. And then I have 2 other books I would like to get to time permitting, and that is Girls and Their Horses and Big Little Lies. But the cool thing about the Laid Back Readathon, it's so laid back. So I'm gonna do what I can do, not really stress. I'm gonna be doing some reading sprints on YouTube, And then on Sunday night, we're gonna be doing like a big reading sprint extravaganza with the 2 co-hosts here on my channel. But I'm really excited because my husband and I are going to the Railroad Explorers, and we are doing this like, it's a bike railroad thing. And so I have a lot of B-roll for that coming up, and I'm just really excited about it. It was like something I wanted to do for a while. It just came to my state, and it's on the Boone Scenic Valley Railroad, which is a really pretty area in my state. I'm gonna go do that with my husband, and there will be B-roll, so enjoy. No, no, no. So it is day 2 of the Laid Back Readathon, and I finished my first book today. I finished Empire of Wild, and I loved it. Sorry, you're gonna get... This is Kingsley. He operates by the if I fits, I spits mentality. But anyways, so it is day 2 of the Laid Back Readathon. I am working during this time. I'm a co-host, and oh my gosh. Okay, Kingsley, sit down. I finished Empire of Wild today by Sherry DeMoline, and I loved it. Benko is still my favorite by her, but I just really like how she takes folklore, but then she also weaves in magical realism and Indigenous people's stories into a kind of thriller, I guess. I don't know. I really love her voice. I love what she's doing. I love how the books are really raw and gritty, but clearly written by an Indigenous author, and they're not shying away from talking about how white people whitewash things and do things that are harmful to Indigenous populations. I really loved it. So I finished that, and then tonight we're doing reading sprints at 9:30 with Marty, and so I'm going to finally start The House in the Cerulean Sea, and I'm so excited for this. I think this is my like break in case of emergencies book, meaning that I've been saving this because I know how hyped it is and how beloved it is, and I needed to read it when I just needed something to get me out of a slump or to fit a certain mood. And right now for the Laid Back Readathon, I think this is the perfect one, and I'm very excited about it. I also have Girls and Their Horses, which will be due back to the library in about a week, and this is from the Modern Mrs. Darcy Summer Reading Guide. It's a thriller set in the horse world, like rich people behaving badly in California, and that's all I know about it, but it just sounded really intriguing. So I might try to get some of this read too, just because it's due back to the library in a little bit. But I'm gonna sprint. I might do some footage. I have like bruises on my legs now because my dog was like digging into my legs for attention just now, so that was fun. Until the next video, I will talk to you later. Hey everyone, so it is day 5. I think it's day 5 of the Laid Back Readathon, and tomorrow's our last day, and I'm getting this portion of the vlog up, filming it tonight because tomorrow is Sunday and I always post on Sundays, so I'm not gonna have the total like week vlog covered in it, but it's okay. So I don't think I will realistically finish any more books this readathon, which is why I'm also comfortable filming this. But it's been a great week. I've had a lot of fun co-hosting. Marty is one of my really good friends in real life, so it's just an honor to get to hang out with her more. It's been fun getting to know Sarah. It's been fun interacting with everybody in the chats on Instagram and doing sprints. It's just been really, really fun. It's kind of what I needed to, because I'm trying to get 3 books read for another video that I will be putting up on Thursday the 29th. This is the 5-star predictions wrap up. So I needed to have read Empire of Wild, The Heart's Invisible Furies, and The House in the Cerulean Sea. And I've made substantial progress on all of them. So I finished Empire of Wild, and then I am over halfway on The Heart's Invisible Furies. Tonight there's reading sprints, and I'm hoping to get another like 100-ish pages in, and then I might be able to finish this tomorrow. And then I've gotten about a quarter of the way into The House in the Cerulean Sea, and I'm loving it. And so I will probably not finish this one by tomorrow, but I will have it finished in time for the video on Thursday. And so I'm not really too worried about that. I was reading Girls and Their Horses, and I really like it, but my hold is up, and I have a ton of other books that I need to read for content, for all sorts of stuff. And so I think I'm going to return this to the library, redo my hold, and push it out to come in like September, because this just feels like a really good fall thriller. It's just about rich people and horses, and there's a murder. That's all I got. I read about 20 pages and I enjoyed it. My downfall is Kindle Unlimited. And a bunch of my friends have read the Madison Kate series by Tate James. And so last night I happened to download the first one. I binged that, and now I'm on the second one. So I might finish that tonight too. Just kind of depends on my mood. I am also reading The Trade-Off by Sandy Jones. And this is a thriller set in the news world, in a newspaper. It's called The Globe. I don't know if it's real in the UK, but it is very much a like gossip news magazine or newspaper, and there's the hardened professional who's been in the business forever, and she'll do anything to get that story at the detriment of the people she's reporting on. And then there is this new girl, Jess, who just starts, and she's seeing all these ethical conundrums that aren't right. It's kind of starting slow, and a lot of the pre-reviews said it was a fast thriller, and maybe it's a me problem because I don't do well with thrillers in general. But I think I'm finally at the point where maybe the action will pick up. So if I finish the goal I have for The Heart's Invisible Furies and don't get swept into KU tonight, I will probably read The Trade-Off on my Kindle. I think it publishes in September. So I've got a whole lot of stuff, and I'm having just a great time. I'm liking every book that I've read so far. Then because it's a vlog and whatever, I've gotten a lot of book mail of late. So I wanted to bring that to the video because I don't know when else I'd fit this in. I subscribed to the Dog Pack subscription from Dog Eared Books. So this was this month's pick on Earth as Is in Television. I do have a code through their website if you're interested in jumping on that subscription. It's a monthly subscription. They pick really great books, usually with a feminist component. My name, Kelsey Essentially Booked, is an option in the drop down. So if you do happen to subscribe, just always remember to use that because it tells them where you found out about them. And I have gotten a few books from publishers. So the one that I'm really excited about is called The Majority, and this is by Elizabeth Silver. And this is basically a fictional retelling of Ruth Bader Ginsburg's life. And I'm an attorney, so I've spent a long time studying con law. I love con law adjacent books, so I'm really excited about this one. And then I got The Gulf by Rachel Cochran, and this is a thriller set in Texas, and it has an LGBTQA theme. In Parson, Texas, a small town ravaged by a devastating hurricane in the Vietnam War, 29-year-old Lou is diligently renovating a decaying old mansion for Miss Kate, the elderly neighbor who has always been like a mother to her. Still grieving over her brother's death in Vietnam, Lou dreams of enjoying a more peaceful future in Parson, but those hopes are crushed when Miss Cat turns up dead, and no one but Lou seems to care about the truth or what happened to the old woman. I was sent this by the publisher so graciously by Harper, and I'm really excited for this. It might be able to fit it into a video that I have coming up, I think late summer, but I need to see if it fits the themes. So more to come if you see that of late. I really liked Ayobami Adebayo's book, Stay With Me. And so my friend passed along an ARC for A Spell of Good Things, which is her sophomore novel. I can't remember. It's a dazzling story of modern Nigeria and two families caught in the riptides of wealth, power, romantic obsession, and political corruption. So I just really loved Stay With Me, and I read it when I was walking through infertility, and there's an infertility component to it. And so this is just one that I'm excited to see. And I was also sent Herc from Hanover Square Press, but I think it's a Harper book. So Herc, and it is basically the story of Hercules, but from all the people that he's like hurt. And I've been really in a mythology kick of late. And so I just read Psyche and Eros, which you will see in my June wrap up. But this is perhaps going to show up in a retellings vlog that I'm going to maybe do early fall. That was the last one I got from the publisher. This is really all the content I have for this readathon. This readathon was really so much fun, and I'm so glad I got a co-host. I hope Marty lets me do it again because it was really fun. But if you are watching this, this goes up on Sunday in the morning, and we will be doing reading sprints to end the Laid Back Readathon at 8:30 Central Standard Time tonight, and it will be on my channel, and Marty and Sarah are gonna join me, and we're just gonna have a good old time reading for a couple hours to end this with a bang. So thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, I will see you later.